Hello to the amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to another episode of Limbus Company. I've been a while for a little bit, putting some pre-recorded stuff out, but now things should start normalizing a little bit. It's Christmas, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to everyone who celebrates. There's a new event in the game, Miracle in District 20, but it seems like I cannot access it until I clear Canto 5 first. Well, that means we need to go and do that as soon as possible. So yeah, as I'm recording this, I'm thinking in my head I'm gonna record a lot of Limbus and then I'm gonna slowly release it over the days. And hopefully you enjoy it. I guess the Fraction Railway will wait yet again. At this rate, line 3 is gonna come out before I can finish it, but that's okay. If I don't have time, I don't have time. Such is life sometimes. Make sure to check out the full playlist in the comment description below the video, and let's go and do Canto 5. The Evil Defining. So we are doing the Calamity today. Okay, let's jump into it. The elusive Lobotomy core branch of E.G.O finally appeared from beyond the Veil of Mist, but it was completely covered under a layer of bizarre white membrane. I think we are on the correct path at least. Okay. Enter. White membrane. Oof, that sounds sticky and gooey and not all that great. Ah, there it is. Our destination, the Lobotomy core branch of E.G.O. You think they're still there? The survivors pilot mentioned. Unless aught has transpired since then, we still have time and plenty. As Sinclair and Isang shared their thoughts, the large structure loomed ever closer out of the mist into our line of sight. Oh, creepy! Every sinner save for Yoshu froze. That's the Lobotomy core branch. We are as close as it's physically possible to be to the center of the area, delineated by the coordinates. The structure size and appearance matched the intel we received as well. The sight was enough to shut everyone up. To hope that there may be any survivors in this structure was far too optimistic a notion for what appeared before us. I observed the Lobotomy Corp logo between the white materials. So that's really... Only the smeared logo of the Lobotomy Corp branch glistened amidst a mount of pallid, blasphemous white. This was the undeniable reality we found ourselves in. What the hell happened here? Pilot said that the last thing that the Twin Hook pirates said before leaving this place was... The calamity is coming, wasn't it? The sight summons to my mind memories from the earlier days of this company. The manner in which the organic tissues are plastered over the wars is quite reminiscent of that experience. Back at the E.G.O branch, right? I hope there's no poison gas trap or anything like that in here. At E.G.O, there was a traitor in our midst. Thus, it would be false equivalency to use that experience to gauge the intensity of this mission. Yeah, I don't think it will be much better here, if not worse. Then, Pilot's team is already... We should consider them lucky if they haven't been turned into mermaids. So the calamity was... The calamity that Pilot mentioned didn't destroy the Lobotomy core branch. It transformed this place into something uncanny, something so grotesque that total obliteration would have been preferable to whatever happened here. Well, destruction's the only kind of calamity in this world. The Great Lake is home to find calamities. Well, 4 now, I suppose. Whatever do you mean? I meant that you'll find out soon enough. It won't matter how careful you are. At the Great Lake, the calamities will always find you. The laws of Great Lake don't apply to them, making it impossible to predict their patterns. And now is the time to row your way into the ruins the calamity left behind. Take the skiff to the Lobotomy core branch. It's on the lake adjacent to this one. I'll be keeping my distance and watching from this lake, just in case of, emergency. Isn't that exactly why you should be coming with us? Who knows what the guide bud's thinking, eh? After a quick tinkering from Foz, the skiff tied to the side of the Mephistopheles began its slow descent. It's the same skiff we used to get to the cruise ship. We're getting a lot of use out of this boat. I still don't trust this dinghy. It's too small. The small engine of the skiff revved gently, and our short, sputtering journey to the Lobotomy core branch began. Are lakes usually this foggy? The lake earlier was pretty misty too? We must remain vigilant. Fogged up horizons are climate quite ripe for an ambush. Forsooth, this is the number of 1 rule of adventuring tales. There was a growing sense of trepidation among the sinners. as we climbed the pale membrane enveloped stairs leading up to the Lobotomy core branch. Hey Dante, can you sense it? The golden bow. Not yet. You sure about that? Roja was visibly disappointed. Maybe she was half hoping that I'd tell her that the golden bow wasn't here, so we should turn around and head right back to Mephistopheles. I know I'm the very part of the team wherever we gotta check out places like this, but I have a real bad feeling about this, guys. The closer we got to the entrance, the more reluctant the Sinner's Gate became. As though they were growing increasingly wary that some unseen enemy could ambush them at any second. What's the holdup? Aren't you coming? Don't you feel it? This dread. I thought it would affect you most. You're the one who spent years on the lake after all. So, what's stopping you? It's... Wait, by the entrance if you're not going. What did you expect, mate? I've given up talking sense into her a while ago. I thought she gotten a bit more cooperative as of late. Well, guess I was wrong. Well, we do have to go. Ishmael appeared to be the only sinner uninterested in the golden bow. The golden bow? The unfathomable, bone-chilling horrors of the lake? I was starting to believe that she considered all of that nothing but obstacles between her and her mission. What may be this pale, mucus membrane covering the entirety of the structure? Some kind of mold, maybe? To identify this as fungi would require it to exhibit characteristics like the ones we can observe here. I agree, they don't appear to be fungi. In fact, they appear to be made of organic living flesh tissue. Okay, look at this. People stuck in it. See the blood vessels here? They've grown into random shapes without purpose or intent. Ridiculous. I'm surrounded by F. What do you mean? Art reliant on the chaos of existence cannot create patterns such as this. Look at this picture. Big picture, fool. Gazing upon the big picture, I only see a pointless disputation that does not but wastes our vigor. You don't intend to stall, no? CT tighter? Ishmael already walks at a fair distance from us. Well, time to catch up to Ishmael and get into some trouble, I guess. The Veiler. Okay, so we cleared 24 out of 36. Oh, not much longer. Oh, what is this? Trinket sack. A sack full of trinkets and decorations hastily taken from the gift factory. Don Quixote will make good use of this to spruce up the Mephistopheles interiors. Oh, this is the reward for the event. Oh, we're gonna get the reward for the event from, like, standard missions here. Oh, that's gonna be helpful. The bizarreness continued deep into the Lobotomy core branch. That white pellet membrane was covering every inch of its interiors. And we found those that were shambling around wrapped under that very same membrane. Well... let's go. Team. This team, right? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, my burst team. Let's go. Hold on. Yeah. Don Quixote had stopped that in her tracks. She was looking blankly at a section of the wall. See anything interesting, kiddo? Here, in the wall. Huh? There's a person in the wall. Yeah, I already saw it before. Maybe it's a sculpture? If there's anyone capable of sculpting something so true to life as this, I'll drop everything and plead the artist to take me in as their student. No, are they... Pilot was talking about? Head mine words! Why the heck would you talk to it? Behold, this man is alive! Oh, this is the worst. This is the absolute worst. It's making me really queasy. My friend, this man is alive. We must free him from this bond-potted heist. Even if we wanted to, looks like it's a bit late for him. Total disassembly is the only way I see it ever getting out of here. Well, by now we should be getting used to these failures. The body is firmly locked in the walls. No ordinary human strength could separate his body from it. With superhuman strength, you risk tearing the body to several parts. This is an evil that cannot go unanswered. Impressive. There is no sign of anyone forcing it into the walls. This is quite a natural exhibition, as though this was how it was conceived from the very beginning. I thought it would be different this time. We made a promise, gave our word. Unlike the other sinners, Ishmael didn't even spare a glance to those that were trapped within the walls. Manager, staring at them won't magically summon the golden bow to your palms. Say something so we can get a move on. I guess there's nothing we can do for them still. And I've said repeatedly that I don't want to waste time. We don't have to worry about the laws of the lake here, so why don't we make this a more leisurely... Sure, look around all you want, but you won't find any survivors here. A testament against thy claim is right here. Those things aren't really alive, they're only pretending to be. Yet, I recognize this. They're ruin left behind by the thing. The thing that leaves nothing unchanged in its wake. It could swallow the world in the blink of an eye, but it also spews it back out just as quickly. And what it spews out never comes back right. Isn't it funny? If it's going to spew it out anyway, what's the point of devouring it in the first place? Yeah, why waste food? I don't understand. Why does it try to devour everything it comes across? Are you talking about the same whale you mentioned before? With no tales of adventure have I heard one mention of such a terrifying whale. Is it truly a whale? Then why didn't you listen then I told you that we weren't ready? If you did, at least we could have been in the right headspace for the lake, but no. So you're saying that that whale you met devoured this building? Yes. How can you be sure of that? Because this pale ruin is what the whale leaves behind. Everything turns pallid like this building. I have visual on a suspicious individual. Maybe it's an abnormality? We're in Lobotomy core branch after all. Yeah, let's just say that that's what it is and chop it down. Wait a minute, that might be a survivor. Well, didn't you say there won't be any survivors left here? Which is it? I did, and that's why it's so incredible. Hey, Ishmael, you shouldn't get so close to... Ishmael strides towards the figure. Maybe she's being mind-controlled by an abnormality. No such signs have been detected. There's nothing out of the ordinary in her eyes. The closer Ishmael gets, the more of the figure's body is taken over by the pallid off-white membrane. The voice grows increasingly incoherent. That's impossible. Just now it was talking like a human. Ishmael. You saw it too, just now it... Ishmael, you have to get away from... No, this can't be real. What if I've known my whole life about this place, about the Great Lake? She's experienced heightened emotions. Damn it, Ishmael. Or is she gonna go into a... distortion? No, wrong game. I could have asked one of the sinners to stop her, but before I even realized what I was doing, I was running towards Ishmael. I think it was guilt that pushed me to act. Guilt that I may have played a part in driving Ishmael to this point. Dante, you mustn't. Oh, but guilt can sometimes help. The figure's face shifted again when I approached Ishmael. The white membrane covering their face began to withdraw, as though an unseen force is peeling it off the skin. The mouth didn't come back, but the eyes that looked at us were unmistakably human-shaped. They were blinking with effort. The membrane is gone? When you approached it, this damn white membrane, it faded. It appears that the golden bow is counteracting its effects. Faust approached us. Dante, it appears that the shard of the golden bow lodged into your cloak is countering the infection of this puldification effect to a degree. The figure whose mouth was still wrapped under a pallid membrane blinked warily, as though they could understand what we were saying. Counteracting? Wait, so with a golden bow, a mermaid can turn back into a human? Is that what you're saying? Did I get that right, Faust? Well, that ear has not been properly cross-examined. Just tell me if it's possible. Though it was curt, I'd never heard such an intense desperation in her voice before. Yes, although it may be limited to mermaids of the veil that presumably devour the structure. Manager Dante, just what are you... Realizing that there was something that I could have done. The memories of that day, the nightmare that I tried so hard to lock away. They're coming back right before my eyes. I can see them, vomited from the veil, sinking, floating in the brainy sea, all of them. Oh, her friends, her holics? Yeah, that's a harsh memory. Ishmael looked at me with a vacant expression. You hear it too, don't you? You hear how the waves roared that day. Ishmael was right. Emotions of the past begin flooding, roaring before me. Ishmael. She stands alone in a sea of tall rolling waves. I nodded carefully. Once I was a seafarer, a fixer, a sailor. I was something in the off-court middle ground, which we called whalers. Do you understand? No. Do you see them? Do you see the looks on the faces of those who dared to wager everything and those who had nothing left to wager? Whaling ships carry people like them across the waves. So, you've seen it yourself, the whale that devoured this place. The whales we've met so far transform those they devour into something completely different, into something utterly unrecognizable from who they were before, by rearranging and replacing their whole body. But that whale is different. Those devoured by the pallid whale aren't transformed. They are still themselves, just wrapped in a pale membrane. Ha, I guess it's a stretch to say that they're still themselves. Sometimes we'd sail our ship towards the outskirts. There we'd see those ships, those false ships. The ships that have turned completely pallid. It's an old wisdom among whalers that those ships must be avoided at all costs, even if it meant going all the way around the lake they're in. Because the sailors consumed by that whale retain everything, their habits, their skills, except they've wandered the lake only to attack everything they come across. The captain of the Prequel, our ship, she had a mission to hound that pallid whale with her own two hands. The entire time we sailed on the Prequel, she sermonized our ears off about what a worthy, honorable mission it was to hunt that whale. It was annoying, and we knew that she wasn't exactly all there, but no, maybe she just knew how to sink the rest of us to the depths of her insanity. Her mission soon became our own. To hunt that pallid whale became our salvation, our destiny. That captain drove everyone on that ship mad. When the time finally came to face that whale, the whale from which all hatred, all evils of the world spout, we were promptly crushed, devoured, reduced to a scattered pile of driftwood. When I came to, floating in the vast coldness of the sea, holding on to my dear life, to a piece of driftwood, there was nothing left. Nothing. And when I realized what I was holding on to wasn't a piece of driftwood, but that's why I can never forgive her. At a certain point, this stopped being a conversation. Ishmael's words grew increasingly aimless, like a vortex of the sea, endlessly whirling in place. Now, it was clear what Ishmael's mission was, whereas the tip of her razor-sharp harpoon aimed. It was aimed at the captain that drove them all to damnation. An overwhelming tide of hatred and obsession burned fiercely in her direction. I'm going to kill her with my own two hands. There was no room for reason or rationality to convince her otherwise. I suppose bringing up that I saw from Ishmael's obsession. A glimpse of her old captain won't do anything to help right now. Ishmael, we don't even know if the captain's still alive. I was desperately hanging on to my best mate's coffin, the coffin of someone with whom I'd shared everything. That's when I threw the tempest saw the captain. I saw that Effer standing alone, facing down that whale as it devoured her ship, laughing mad. Her fiercely loyal crew were floating on the surface of the outskirts sea, powerless to do anything but wait until their too were devoured, but none of that matters to her. That bastard is alive. She has to be alive still. She has to be. So I have to find her. We have to. Not before we kill the captain. Ishmael. I wanted to ask her which we she was referring to, but I was starting to think that nothing I say would improve anything if it didn't outright bring everything crashing down. That was when an imperceptibly light breeze broke through the silence. A solitary butterfly. It moved with grace, tinged with fragility, as though it did not fear the weight of its heavy silence. It took a moment to gently flutter into a puddle. That is a butterfly. You think any ordinary butterfly would wander into a place like this? After a quick respite, the butterfly fluttered its wings and took off once again. It's like the butterfly is asking us to follow. Is it an abnormality? Finally, I was wondering when they showed their ugly mugs. It might be a trap, but we're lost. It's the only thing with any sense of direction we have at the moment. I'm in agreement. I am also quite intrigued by the butterfly. What do you think they're saying? I have been lending them my ear, yet none has yet to reach me. They are speaking in a certain pattern, though I am unable to decipher it. It is a code of sorts, a mix of sound frequencies and encryption patterns. Ah! Don Quixote was at the far back end of the line, looking back at the figure. I suppose it's true that without Manager Esquire there could be no resolution to thy predicament. When I walked away, the pallid membrane grew over the face again, burying it, and it began to shamble. Is it as Ishmael said? Will they now roam the Great Lake, attacking everyone and everything they come across? Not only their physical senses, but also their sense of self forgotten deep under the pallid membrane. Perhaps, are we gonna fight these guys now? Or no time for fight yet? Oh yeah, we are fighting them, so membrane guys. Okay. Pallid noise. What in the world is pallid noise? SP loss efficiency +2. If at least less than or equal to -45 SP inflicted with this buff, gain noise panic next turn. Okay. Ooh. And this is on Clash Win. And this one's on hit. If an attack while this unit has shield, inflict 1 pallid noise to the target. Okay, we should not attack people with shields. Let's see. Favorite, dominating, neutral, unopposed. This is actually not an abnormality, so I don't have much choice, but rather that's just to fight. Well, they don't seem too horrible. Well, hello. Here where I go. These are kind of tough-ish. Okay, our sanities look kind of alright. Did anyone get pallid noise? No, apparently. Okay. Oh, we staggered some of them. That's really good. Now, if only I could, like... When attack while this unit has shield, inflict 1 pallid noise. Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that. There we go. Oh yeah, how many waves do we have here? So I don't know like how big of a threat this pallid noise really is, but well, I'd rather not find out. Impurity, low morale, again one fragile. If this unit loses a clash, the target loses 2 SP. Okay. I still don't have any pallid noises. Wait, what? That's weird. In any case, relatively easy fight, I guess. But they do have very strong clashing capabilities, it seems like. There we go. Darth Vader it. Okay, now we have a lot of SP, so now we should be totally fine. Oh, new enemies. Pallid White Mermaid. Okay, this one inflicts a lot of sinking. What is this thing? Final power +1 for each surviving palidified ally. Well, just kill. Execution, man. Okay, Yora. So I guess this was an introduction episode to these new enemy types. There was a lot of text. My throat's a little bit sour today, but I think I'll be fine. Still want to record at least like, I don't know, 3 or 4 episodes of this. And you'll be able to enjoy it through the next week or so. Maybe like 1 episode every 2 days. I don't know, I'll see. Maybe I even like do 1 episode per day for like 3 or 4 days. I don't know, just so many good games to play these days. Well, I don't know that you people who enjoy Limbus Company don't necessarily enjoy my other stuff, but well, it is what it is. Okay, so this is definitely an easy fight. We got them staggered really easily, and now we're just gonna turn them into art, as the Ryushu would say. Turn them into art. There we go. I really like this move. My first triple rarity ID that I got in this game. Oh, I got a couple of staggered people. There should be a dungeon at the end of this, right? That should be kind of fun. Actually, Sinclair is like suffering from too much sanity. He could use some of that ability. The gripping. Yeah. Well, I guess it was too hard to communicate with them. It is what it is. We were not able to revert the process. And then we default to what we usually do. Smashing faces. Oh, what is this thing? Oh, another 20? So we got 40. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. We followed the mysterious butterfly deeper into the Lobotomy core branch. A woman with a flowing head was waiting for us in there. Okay. With a flowing head? What is a flowing head? Well, I guess we find out soon. Oh, this is Ishmael floating, looking at the ship going down. Okay, 2 waves again. That's pretty good actually. Quick suppression. That's decent. Pallid mermaids. I still didn't level up my people to 40. I can still do it if I feel like I'll need it. I mean, I should probably do it just to like increase my clear times. Yeah. There's really no reason to keep them at 35 anymore. I kind of kept it, I guess, on 35 just to see how it's gonna be, but I have so many experience tickets, there's really no reason not to do it. I had one reason, I wanted to start RR2 with like 35, level 35 people, but I kind of already did that. And now I can just level them. Shouldn't be like a issue. But still like a weird thing, okay. Yeah, I don't see like any debuffs on my people, and certainly like there should be at least some by now, no? I don't know. Rip space. Well, rip the pallet thing, let's go. Well, I expected more damage actually from that. Wave 2 took us 3 turns for... Yes. Totally fine. Neutral? Nah. There we go. We don't want neutral. 9-2, let's go. Did we see this already? It is now written. All that remains is to set you on fire! 5 damage, 14 damage, yeah. Probably give some nice effects as well, like burning and stuff, I don't know. Maybe. Oh, we are getting smacked here. Well, some people are. It's gonna be easier once a couple of them are staggered or dead. Ooh, wait. You have a new enemy, maybe. Okay, Palified Think Club. Palified Think Shield. Palified Think Shield. No, not really. Okay. Oh, let's heal everyone up. Bam. Faust, our hero. Oh, Sinclair. Oh, no. Best E.G.O in the game. Let's go. Bam. Well, not really the amazing amount of damage I expected, but it did heal everyone and it did give them sanity, so... Wait, what, really? She had two purple skewed? That's very unfortunate for our enemies, because her purple ability does a lot of damage, so, yeah. Okay. Maybe this thing... SP loss efficiency +2. Maybe it just goes away at the end of the turn. I don't know. I guess it's as good as mine. I'm sure 060 is gonna write in the comment, actually, this is how it works. And I'm like, ah, makes sense. Thank you. Yeah, it does help a lot to have somebody like just telling me the game mechanics so I don't have to explore them myself. So I have more time to do some other stuff, because I am quite busy. Indeed I am. Get it. Take it down. Go. There we go. And one more. Did it plenty fast enough. So this thing do have some sanity left over even after they were being eaten and spitted out by the... Oh, this looks gruesome. He's trying to talk still. LCCB agent, question mark. Is this the commander? The mermaids, I think there's less of them now. Someone stood there, waiting for us. He must have arrived here much earlier than we have. Quite the arduous journey you've entered. But the butterfly we were following folded its wings and settled gently into his sloshing head. The figure's voice was clear and precise, unlike that of the mermaids, and not like an abnormality. I didn't expect to find any unharmed survivors. No, wait, is he a distortion? Oi, Clockhead, you're friends with that bowlhead? A distortion like that Bing Bong Bar and Friar's owner from earlier? I see that many of you are rather flummoxed by my appearance. This is but one of the many ways one may choose to understand the journey that is the world. So please, do not be worried. Oh, the head splishes and splashes so. Under the night sky, where the stars have gone out, I await the coming dawn. Call me Rim. We're not here to introduce ourselves, so why don't we cut to the chase? Explain yourself. You must have some reason for coming to this mad mermaid-infested place. And we didn't see any other boat that are owned by the docks of this structure, so explain how you... I have no need of ships should I wish to cross the ocean. I'm simply here to have a look at all of you. Wow, we're really starting to put our name out there. You're those who follow the bow's golden rain. Okay, if you're here to see us, knowing what we're looking for, no way are you about to tell us where the golden bow is. Yeah, that would be very convenient, wouldn't it? Isn't this obvious that he's here to stop us from... Yes, indeed, I am. Man, I'm really off my game. To seek the bow within the structure is to understand the futility of time. I still can't sense the golden bow this deep into the branch. There was truth to what he said. The bow was no longer here. Then to where must we journey? I am certain that you're already aware that there are parties other than your own that are interested in the bows. You have surrendered one to them after toiling for it in fact. How do you know that? The whale, once fated to roam the outskirts for all eternity, is now drawn by the same incandescent gilded calling. You're saying that the whale came from the outskirts all the way to the great lake of E.G.O for the golden bow? Quite, and swallowed this structure whole with the delicate bow. The abnormalities here have also left with that magnificent yet fragile whale, drawn by that self-same calling. What you seek is no longer to be found here. Are you really gonna have to go inside the whale to get it? Excuse me, why are you sharing this information with us? It matters not who lays claim upon the golden bow, or to what end they use it. It's no more than a mere fluttering of wings. We simply seek to steer the echoes of that fluttering towards a better direction. We? Who are you talking about? We are those who watch all, those who bide the time, those who will be sovereigns of a star. Yet, we are those who cannot all embody the same star. A red mark briefly flashed on his head. I've seen that mark before. Those who watch, you say. Isang shot a silent gaze in Rim's direction. Rim, have you also watched the breaking of the leak then? Have you any idea of what fate has befallen our old fellows? I do. Yet you have done naught but observe. Is he one of your old friends, Isang? A part of my life that you have witnessed afore? One of those who left the League of Nine scattered into the winds? You have last uttered to me that you would journey to the ocean yet. Indeed, I was one of them once. I shall answer your question, Isang. You ask whether I have done naught but watch. That is a question born of vacuity. For you, the League is dead, yet for some, its death was but the beginning. I am certain that you are well aware of that yourself. When does something end? When does something begin? The distinction is arbitrary and signifies naught. The shattering of the League was a beginning for brother Young-Yi as well. I see, you have cast it aside a long time ago. My eyes were simply open to the stem of this world. The singular yet all-important stem. Once your eyes are open to it, everything else becomes as hollow as the fall of wilted petals. I just need to know one thing. If the golden bow is inside the whale that devoured this place, and if the golden bows can really somehow counteract the palidification process effects. Ishmael's breathing was quick and light. She couldn't finish her sentence. It can be said that indeed, what you believe, what you wish to be true is correct. I see. I hope I have been a useful signpost to all of you. To where do you seek to depart again? I was once a mere pawn who only knew where the sea, the rivers and the city were. Now I seek to reach there with my wings. That is all. Stop right there, you know that. Too much. I think we are about to leave you just like that. Pity. Tries you might to hold me now. I flow betwixt the fingers. Well then. With that, he stepped into the puddle and disappeared into its depths. Puff, and he's go. Puff goes the butterfly. Right, so a mysterious stranger. Alright. Towards the purest road. So 527 next. We can grab this thing. That's gonna be it for this episode though. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. I wish you all to have a wonderful day. Do some nice things, be kind to each other, and then let's make the world a better place together. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode of Limbus Company. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.